Hi everyone, thank you for joining us today. And today we are very honored to have Tay Guan Hin from TGH Collective, and he's going to share with us a very interesting story about video, right, and how it has changed around the world, especially in Asia. Guan Hin, thank you for joining us today. Would you mind for everyone just do a quick self-introduction?
Sure. Thanks, Patrick. So I've been working for the last 25 years for like big brands, global brands like Abbott, Unilever, and McDonald's and Shell. And one thing that I've discovered is that you need to tell great stories. And I think creativity is at the heart in terms of how you can expand stories in a way that's engaging and interesting. So over the last few years, I've been fortunate enough to work with really global networks from Gray to Saatchi & Saatchi and J. Walter Thompson. And all these big network helps me to tell better stories. And as a creativity is at the heart in terms of how we bring these stories to life. I was fortunate enough to win many awards, and in 2010 I was made the Cannes Lions jury president.
Wow.
The first in Southeast Asia, and over the years I've also been jury chairman for many award shows like Clio's one show, and in Asia was Asia Pacific FEs and some other stuff. And I think throughout this time, it's also helped me to understand what makes great Asian stories and what makes Western Asian stories. But what I found too is that a lot of stories are not told within the right context, in the right platform. Today, I was hoping to share with you how you can tell stories on a vertical platform, because it's easy to tell on the horizontal. As you know, our eyes goes from left to right. Yes. So how do you tell in the vertical format?
So vertical videos, and we're going to explore that quite a little bit. Can you share with me some success story? Your work with creative and all over, working in Asia Pacific. What really comes to mind?
Sure. I think success comes when you have a lot of barriers and obstacles. So we've got a project for Lux that we did many years ago for the Indonesian market. And the product is about selling fragrance, but the client has a budget for a radio commercial. So the question is, how do you sell fragrance through a radio commercial? So I'd like to share with you what we did. You want to take a look?
Okay, looking forward.
FM Prambors Radio Hits terbaik dunia. Dan sekarang Reza Kadri udah terhubung dengan salah satu kaula muda yang udah telepon. Halo.
Reza, lu mesti tolongin gue aja. Gue lagi kena banget nih sama satu cewek nih.
Gila.
Gue juga dari mukanya, senyumnya. Karina, if you listen to me.
Si lagu yang namanya
Halo.
Gue pengen persembahin banget nih lagu buat yang bikin gue galau nih. Namanya Karina. Senyumnya dia, wangi parfumnya.
Penasaran gak sih lo kenapa dari tadi yang telepon requestnya buat Karina? Dan gue udah gak bisa ngomong lagi deh ternyata.
Buat someone very special gitu deh. Gue pengen banget itu jadi boyfriendnya dia. Namanya Karina. Buat cewek yang selama ini lagi terus di kepala gue.
Mau disebut namanya?
Requestnya buat Karina. Jadi gini bro, jadi cewek yang lo suka adalah Karina.
Iya.
You're just too good to be true, Karina.
Halo, ada siapa di mana?
Ini Karina.
Oh, Karina.
Baru-baru aja aku pakai sabun Lux dengan parfum baru. Cukup sedikit Lux aja. Nyangka kalau sebanyak itu yang senang sama aku. Rasanya wow banget.
Gila, jadi Karina ini ternyata fansnya banyak banget nih ya.
Makasih ya Mas Reza. Terus makasih semuanya.
Jadi ternyata gue dikerjain.
Prambors Radio.
Ini terbaik dunia.
Terima kasih ya buat Karina. Semoga gara-gara lo pakai looks-nya jadi tambah cantik.
that was really interesting. So the radio DJ was quite surprised by all the call. How many people actually called in? Or
it's one of the most popular DJs in Jakarta. So as this was, as you can imagine, this was staged. But it got lots of, I don't know, I think he was very popular. So it was enough to get the whole nation talking. I think people tune in to watch his programs, but as you can see, if you do something really well, it spreads socially.
So the DJ wasn't in on it?
Yeah, so the whole, so what we did is we got the whole station to be on it, but we pranked the DJ. And as you can imagine, we hijacked the moment where, song dedications were popular. And when, every man was recommending or dedicating the song to a girl, who wouldn't feel good about, being dedicated all the time?
It's just an amazing coincidence. Everybody only dedicated to one name.
Yeah.
Okay.
And obviously that women use Lux fragrance. So this is a brilliant way to showcase fragrance through sound and not through smell.
And I presume it also blew up in social media as well. Wow, excellent. That's very interesting.
So I think creativity, if I would like to sum it up, is about solving a business solution in a way that is unexpected and yet surprising. Because, obviously people can solve solutions, but if there is no twist or no surprise, who's going to talk about it in social media?
Guan Hin, thanks for sharing that success story. So we know that working in Asia sometimes can be frustrating. Is there any project or any campaign that didn't go quite the way you expected?
Actually, to be honest, Patrick, there's a lot that didn't go well as expected. But most of the time, it doesn't leave the agency or it doesn't get shot. So quite a lot of the projects that we've done in the past has to be researched heavily. So whether it's through focus groups or through surveys and stuff. And what we do is those that we thought would do really well don't turn out so well. So with some of the feedback, we try and tweak it to make sure that some of the responses are good. So there is a lot of content that we do these days that actually the turnaround is really, really fast. And so we have to learn as we progress. So sometimes we'll do like 10 or 8 content and to kind of test as we go along. And those that respond really well will boost it a lot more. And those that doesn't, we will then pull it out.
So big question. What's the major trend that's happening in Asia right now? That marketers around the world and businesses, especially if they want to grow and they want to grow big in Asia, what should they be doing?
So mobile, anything to do with the mobile phone is going to be big. And without content, people won't look at the mobile phones. Besides, calling and shooting on the camera. So having the right mobile content is important, and I think that's going to pick up even more as more and more of us use the phone for our life. If you lose the phone, we lose our lives. So one of the things that's really been picked up is video content in mobile phones. As you can imagine, there's tons of video content on desktops. There's also video content, movies. So I think there's no shortage of content. But to do content on a mobile phone, I feel requires a certain set of format, a certain set of principles, and I think you need to have the mindset. Consumers, I think the mobile consumers today are very lazy. So, they hold their phones kind of vertically. And I feel that the future is vertical storytelling.
So, and I'm sure you have a lot more to share with us on that.
Sure.
Okay, everybody look forward to that, where Guan Hin will actually join us at the Asia Marketing Summit, and we'll be actually exploring more vertical video storytelling. Right?
Thank you, Patrick.
Okay, thank you very much.